We're going to learn how to use iMovie. So the first thing you want to do is find the iMovie app. You can do this by swiping down in the middle and just start typing in iMovie and then find the app. You might get this welcome message, you might not. The first thing you want to do is click Create Project. It's going to ask you what type you would like. You could do a movie or you could do a trailer. But for this one, we're going to do a movie. It's going to go into your camera roll and ask you what images you would like to use. So you can move it around, you can go through your albums, your photos, your videos, etc. I have these few pictures that I'm going to use, so I'm going to select the ones that I want. You can easily select all of them by clicking Select, the blue Select word, on the right-hand side, but I prefer to click the individual pictures. Once you're finished, you can go to the bottom and click Create Movie. Now, it puts the images in the order that you selected them, and you'll notice on the bottom you can see all of the images that you used. You can use your finger to slide it over, and you'll see all of the images there. You may notice as you scroll through that you see an image that you actually don't want. If you click on it, it will highlight it in yellow, and you'll notice on the bottom right there's a little garbage can. You click on that, and then you can delete it. Now, you may notice that while your images may look okay at first, you might want to move one around. If you click and hold it, you can move it to exactly where you want it to be. Going to the first image, you may notice up at the top, when you click on the picture, it has a number over there, 6.6s. That's how long that picture will be there for. Whoops. So, to shorten that, if you click and hold and drag one end of the image, you'll notice it now says 5 seconds. You may also notice as you are going through that the image sort of moves. It's not just a static image. It does that because that is an effect known as the Ken Burns effect. If you click on the image, you'll notice it says down there Ken Burns enabled. And if you click on that, you should be able to just turn it off. See, now it's disabled. So when I move the image, it's now static, it doesn't move. If you want, you can also change the position from where it moves. So I go back and re-enable it and click up at the top where it says pinch to start position or pinch to position the end. I can move it around and change things up so that now the picture moves from left to right instead of bottom to top or whatever it is. Now we're going to add a title. If you click on the image, you'll notice on the bottom it says Titles. I can click on any one of these and add words to my slide. So maybe I like this prism one. I click on it, and then I click where the words are, and it should pop up your keyboard. And you can type in the title of that particular slide. This one is a title, so I'm going to call it Motorcycle Safety. Now, that slide only allows you one piece of information. So if I wanted to add my name, what I could do is click on that slide and click Duplicate. So now I have two of the exact same slide. So the second one, I could get rid of Motorcycle Safety and write my name. To play, or see how things have gone so far, in the middle you can see there is a play button. You can click play. Now, that seems like a long time to have my name up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and I'm going to change it from 4 seconds to 3. Now I do that, remember, by clicking on the either right or left hand side and dragging that yellow bar over to make it shorter. Much better. Now, if I realize that I want to add more pictures or a video or something, I can click up on the right hand side, there's a little plus button, and that opens up the Add menu. I can add media if I have more photos. Maybe I realize the one that I deleted earlier I actually do want to use. I can go back in, go to my camera roll, and add it back in. But I think in this case I was right. I don't actually want to keep it, so I'm going to get rid of it. You can also add videos from your camera roll by clicking video. Or you can add music by clicking audio instead of media. Now, they have some preset soundtracks. If you click soundtracks, they have a whole bunch. You can download them, add them to your cloud, or you can add some sound effects. They have some very interesting ones. Footsteps, giggles, laser, police siren, water splash. And thunder. If you want to add it, you would simply click the little plus button next to it, and it will add it to your video. Very important to note with the sound effects, if you notice that big white line, if you want a sound effect in a certain area, you have to make sure that it is where you want it. And again, if you don't want something, you just click on it and then go to the right-hand side on the bottom and delete. I'm going to throw some music on this soundtrack. So I'm going to click on this evergreen one because it sounds very pleasant. And again, I'm going to click that plus button on the right-hand side next to it, and it puts it at the very beginning. And you'll notice it customizes it so that it's at the very beginning and it goes all the way to the very end. Now, there's a cool thing that you can do with music. If you don't want it to start abruptly, you can click fade over on the right hand side, or you can minimize the volume so that it's not 100%, which can sometimes be too loud. If I click that fade, you'll notice that little triangle appears, and I can drag it over so that the music will fade in. And if I go to the end and do the same thing, I can drag it over to the right so that it fades itself out. So for some strange reason, it won't allow me to screen record on my iPad and share with you how to do narration. But I'm going to walk you through the process so that you can try it out on your own. So what you're going to do is you're going to look all the way over to the left. In the middle of the screen, you'll see two icons. There's a little like microphone and there is a camera. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the microphone, and it's going to open up a tiny little box that says ready to record, and there's a cancel button and a record button. When you are ready to record, you're going to click record and it will count you in. So it's very important that you know exactly where you want the narration to start, because you have to put the little white line where you want the narration to start. So it'll give you a 3-second count in after you press record, and it will record you talking. And then when you're finished, you can see, I'm doing it on my iPad now, and you can hear the thing. When you're done, you're going to click stop, and then it's going to give you an option. It's going to say, do you want to cancel? Do you want to retake? Do you want to review? Or do you want to accept? So if you're ready, you can click accept, and your recording will be saved on your iMovie. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I hope this video is helpful.